Jeff Osman for the postgame here at Hashtag Sports with Los Angeles Chargers offensive lineman Russell Okung. First of all, how does that sound, Los Angeles?
It sounds perfect. It sounds really good. Really excited about the move, and incredible things are going to happen this year.
That's good to know. And we're at Hashtag Sports. A lot of sports tech stuff going on right now, and people might not know that that is something that you are involved with. Why is it something that during your career you've taken the opportunity to jump into that field?
Yeah, I'm really enamored with just the overall sports experience, whether we're talking fan engagement, applications in AR, VR, artificial intelligence. I just believe that we haven't even touched the surface of it, and I'm really just I'm long on sports and long on the technology that sort of intersects at that convergence.
Was there a moment, obviously you played in Seattle, which is a tech hub, was there a moment that you realized this was something you wanted to get involved in, something that jumped out to you?
Probably definitely my visit in Seattle, or my timing in Seattle. It was obviously, to be just an amazing tech ecosystem, and the pace in which people are creating and the sort of disruptive technologies really just opened my eyes to a whole different world.
What are some of the companies that you're involved with?
There's tons. There's a company I love, one called StatMuse, which is this artificial intelligence natural learning platform that works with Alexa. They're doing some good things in statistics, and I think they have some amazing opportunities. One called Whoop, which is more of a wearable, but they work in just some quantified data and analytics, and give you some good analysis from there. I'm a user. I got it on my wrist right now. Getting involved in a company called Xperio, which is a physical digital platform, and they're going to kill it. They're going to do some amazing things. You've seen some iterations and use cases with Pokemon Go and stuff like that. I think they're going to do some good work too.
You mentioned Alexa. Do you have an Alexa in your house?
I have 2 of them in my house, yes. And I have a Google Home, so I love all the gadgets and a lot of the things.
Now, your teammates, I'm sure, know about this. Your teammates that you've had in different stops, Seattle, Denver, now LA. What do they say about this?
I think it's interesting because the barrier of entries have always been so high for people to kind of get into this sort of world. But as things are growing and these companies are iterating at such a fast pace, obviously people with the capital to sort of be able to invest in these sort of companies. A lot of athletes are getting into tech, if not investing, understanding that there are advisory roles, real value that they can bring to companies. And it's a lot of guys are interested in it, and I love when they kind of reach out so I can be helpful.
Yeah, what kind of advice do you give to the guys, especially the young guys trying to get in right now, maybe making money for the first time? Right. What do you tell them?
I tell them, man, save your money. Save your money. I think it starts with recognizing your portfolio, right? I think venture is such a high-risk business. Make it a really small part of your portfolio, and learn. Spend time with these venture capitalists. Spend time with these founders, these entrepreneurs. Spend time with investors before you jump into anything.
Do you have a business or a tech mentor outside of sports or inside of sports, someone that was an athlete that you look up to and see how they handled their business that you try to emulate?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to have just a lot of people really invest into me, whether it's some venture capitalists, Matt McElwain from Madrona Ventures in Seattle, or even Mark Suster down in LA, who's been really supportive of just what I'm trying to create and do. Tons of people. Eddie Poplowski, he's more of a real estate guy, but he understands just business in general. Todd Lywicki, who's the COO of the NFL. These people have spent time with me and really helped me understand just what I'm doing. And
so Seattle, Denver to LA, when you're signing with a team, how much does that off-the-field part of all of this factor into your decision? It's pretty important, because life doesn't just end at football. I think there are things I love to do off the field, people I like to spend time with. LA has a really just growing, emerging tech scene, and I'm glad I can be a part of that. Do you have specific plans for how to jump in with the LA tech community?
I think just making myself available. I've met some good founders already, and to me, I'm always trying to figure out ways that I could be helpful. I think tech, sports, they're all people businesses, and I think when you're good to people, it always comes back.
And you still have years to play. Sure. You're a great player, but like you mentioned, you're not going to play football forever. What is your specific goal to do in retirement one day?
Oh, well, I'd like to do something prior to retirement too. But honestly, I've been working on projects now. I'm really interested in just the overall sports experience. I think we're at the cusp of it now. There's so much that can happen, especially a lot of these applications with emerging technologies, and looking forward to seeing what that's going to look like and meeting people who believe the same way I do.
Russell Okung here on the postgame at #Sports.